Hello, I'm Margie Shedder from livealittlehigher.com. I remember when I made my home kosher. I'm talking to you 18 years ago, and I made my home kosher. I called Rabbi Shai Amar to come and help me doing everything that I had to do. So he came to my house and he took everything out from my kitchen. It was a very overwhelming experience. This yes, this no, you have to give away, this you can kosher, this you cannot kosher. So to make the long story short, he boiled what he had to boil, he toiveled everything that could be toiveled. Toiveled is that they dip everything in the mikvah, so it acquires a kosher status. And when he came back, everything was in boxes. It was 12 o'clock at night, and I was very tired to open the boxes, so I waited till the next day. And when I opened the boxes and I realized all my silverware in Colombia, they give you a lot of silverware for your wedding because there was nothing 31 years ago to give a bride except silverware. All the silverware had tarnished. Everything was red and yellow and black. And I started crying like you can't imagine. I thought it had been ruined. Then my mother said, no, go buy an anti-tarnish and clean it up and you'll see it's gonna be like brand new, don't worry. But it took me hours and days of cleaning this tarnish off this silverware. And this reminds me of a story of Malachi, in which it says, he will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. And there's a story of a group of women that were learning Malachi, and they came up to this verse and they didn't understand really what it meant. So one of the women went to a silversmith to see him work and see what this verse meant. And when she came up to him, she saw that he would sit very calmly and he would have the silver piece in his hand, like with the grabbing it with the clasp, and he would put it in the fire and take it out of the fire and put it in the fire and out of the fire for hours and hours non-stop. So she asked the silversmith what would happen if you leave this silver piece in the fire and go and have a coffee. He says, no, it can get ruined, it can burn, and I will lose the piece. So she came to realize and ask him, okay, so what's the whole purpose of sitting there and putting it in and putting it out of the fire? How do you know when the silver is ready? So the silversmith looked at her and he said, you know it's ready when you can see your reflection on it. And that's when she understood this verse of Malachi. And that's what I understood when I was cleaning that silverware. I really felt I was taking off all that tarnish that was on that silverware. It was just a reflection of the tarnish I had accumulated in my life by not keeping the Torah and the mitzvot. I accumulated tarnish. And by cleaning it and cleaning it and cleaning it, I was able to get rid of my tarnish. And then I could see my reflection. So in reality, Hashem puts us in this world, and he takes us into the fire, he takes us out of the fire, he puts us in the fire, and he takes us out of the fire. But all the time, he's holding us. He will never let go of us. And he knows we're ready when he can see his image in us. That's the whole purpose. So I leave you here, and remember, live a little higher. Thank you.